When you grab your motorcycle brakes, you're probably not thinking about how that little brake shoe was made. But it turns out it's a fascinating mix of material science and heavy-duty engineering. The real hero of the story is a piece of equipment called the press machine. It's what bonds that crucial friction material to the metal backing plate, which is basically what keeps you safe.
That's the absolute core of it. That bonding process, using intense heat and pressure, is where all the magic happens. The press literally forces the friction material to cure, flow, and create a bond so strong it can handle the most extreme braking you can throw at it.
Okay, so the press does the final bonding, but what leads up to that moment? I'm guessing you don't just slap some stuff together.
Not at all. It's a two-part harmony, really. On one hand, you have the metal base, usually an aluminum alloy, which gets its shape from a press machine using die casting or by shaping a preformed piece. On the other hand, you have the friction material itself, and that's a whole science project, a really precise blend of resins, fibers, and fillers that are mixed and shaped into a block.
I see. So you have the metal plate and the friction block ready to go.
Exactly. Then they meet at the press for the main event, the hot pressing. This is where the precision is just critical. The machine applies a very specific temperature, a very specific amount of pressure for a very specific length of time. We call that dwell time. Get any of those wrong, and the bond could fail.
So it's not just gluing two things together, it's more like forging them into one piece at a molecular level.
That's a great way to put it. And what's really cool is how the steps that come after, like grinding the surface to the perfect curve, all complement that initial bond. It's all designed to create the perfect contact with the brake drum for heat dissipation and performance. The whole thing has to work as one single cohesive unit.
That makes sense. So we've covered the shaping and the critical bonding step, but once the shoe is physically formed, how do you know it's actually good and safe? And I imagine operating these powerful press machines has its own set of dangers.
Absolutely. Quality control is relentless. They're constantly doing checks for dimensional accuracy, the hardness of the friction material, and most importantly, testing the shear strength of the bond to make sure it won't delaminate. And safety around the press is non-negotiable. We're talking mandatory protective gear, safety guards on the machine, extensive operator training, and constant maintenance.
Right? So it's a powerful tool, but it requires a huge amount of respect and control.
It's a testament to how much engineering and safety goes into a component we barely even see. Without those controls and checks, the process would be incredibly risky.
So to bring it all home, it's this combination of specialized press machines, strict quality control, and rigid safety protocols that allows manufacturers to produce these vital components that keep riders safe. It's a lot more than just a simple piece of metal and rubber.
Well, it really boils down to four key things. First, the press machine is the absolute heart of the operation, especially for that hot pressing and bonding. Second, that bonding process itself isn't just glue, it's a controlled fusion of heat and pressure that's essential for safety. Third, none of this works without rigorous quality control at every single step. And finally, and this is paramount, are the strict safety protocols for operating these machines. It's a system where every part is critical,